Welcome to Beer Untapped with Perry Miller, the podcast. I'm joined by Seth.
Hey, welcome, guys. Thanks for finding us on the internet.
Now, these shows originally aired on Brookings Radio, but now they're all here for your enjoyment. I hope you like it.
There you go. Sit back, enjoy the show, relax. Let us know if you want to see anything on future shows. As we said, this comes out live in the Brookings area, but enjoy this archive episode.
Beer Untapped with Perry Miller. Welcome to Beer Untapped with Perry Miller. As far as we know, it's the first bottled beer ever from a Brookings brewer, and 6 packs of Small Town Pale Ale are now on store shelves.
For those of you that haven't had a chance to pick it up, you can actually pick it up around the area. You can pick it up here at the pub, and we will keep it stocked as long as we have it, as most craft breweries do. As long as they've got it, it'll be on the shelves. We offer it for 6-pack in case to go, but it is also being offered at some of the cool retail locations around this community, actually around the state as of right now. So it has been really exciting. It tied up a lot of time and resources, and it was a project, and I love projects, and it is a very, very heartfelt project because it ends up with beer in your hands.
That's Seth Cook from Wooden Legs Brewing. He says the distributor went through half their inventory of Small Town in the first week.
Small Town, of course, as maybe you guys would know, was deliberately designed and built to be a flagship pale ale, designed to be something that you could take to any small town, or take to any house party, or take to any dinner party, or take to any occasion, and find a really approachable, drinkable, enjoyable beer. Now, of course, we kept it the American style, where we use some of the classic American style hops. So there is some floral notes into it, but they're not made to be loud or obnoxious or overbearing. It is the best compliment that I've got from it is that it's wonderfully drinkable, and from a brewer, that's an endearing compliment. I love when people say that is a drinkable beer, and I really enjoy all of those. And that's what it's intended to be, and I think we hit the mark on that.
The bottles and 6-pack holders feature a stylized version of the Brookings Water Tower in bold black and yellow coloring, and you may notice something else. The background of the 6er holder features a map of Brookings.
I think it's important to remember where you're from, and always find kind of give a little map to show people how to get home, but where their hometown bar is, where their hometown brewery is. So we're going to carry the MAP brand actually through a lot of our packaging. That's going to be kind of our new brand is the MAP to Brookings.
More Beer Untapped with Perry Miller right after this.
I was born in a small town, and I live in a small town.
Welcome back to Beer Untapped with Perry Miller. We're talking to Seth Cook from Wooden Legs Brewing of Brookings about their brand new bottled beer, Small Town Pale Ale. The beer was bottled at the Brow Brothers Brewery in Marshall, and Seth says that was a lot of fun.
For the first time ever, we had to run our beer through a filter, and that's just the mechanics of bottling, how I was nervous to make sure that it behaved the way I wanted it to, and it did. I do like how it is bottled. It is, of course, any bottled beer looks great in a glass. This could be drank from the bottle. I'm not going to tell you how to drink your beer, but if you do take the time to pour it into a glass, that was what really gives it the nice head, and it also gives a really cool complexion. So you'll be able to see the bubbles and see through it. And it's just a really cool copper color, maybe a light copper, somewhere between copper and straw. And it's the head is a nice white lacy head on it.
He believes this beer can be enjoyed by those not yet into craft beer.
We kind of see this as our welcoming card to the craft beer industry, and I hope people. Now we've sent this to the small towns all over the state. They've got this, we've got this in Arlington and Flandreau and Volga, over in Lake Norden. Like, these are towns that aren't the typical hot spots when you think of craft breweries. My hope is that this is the craft brew that a lot of people try for first and get to try it and say, you know what, I understand that, I get that, I see where people are going with this, and maybe that will expand their horizon. They'll want to try some more, or they want to come visit us here at the pub. But I feel an obligation to make sure that the stuff that we put on the shelves represents well of what craft beer is, and I think Small Town does a pretty good job of that.
Seth says you can expect to see other brands in bottles from Wooden Legs in the future. They'll also do some limited edition bombers at the pub of some of their specialty beers, and as usual, fun events coming up at Wooden Legs, starting with a Blizzard hockey party this Saturday.
We're doing the hockey bus again, so check this out. It's $20, and you buy the tickets at the pub here, so you have to show up at the pub either beforehand or day of. Probably beforehand, because we're going to run out. For $20, you get a beer at the pub. We're going to do a bratwurst, so you get a plate of food, a beer at the pub. You're getting a ride on the bus to the hockey game. You're getting a ticket into the hockey game. You're getting a beer at the hockey game, and you're getting a ride back down to the pub when the hockey game's over. And it's the first game of the year, and it's the Aberdeen Wings. So for $20, if I would challenge you to find a better night out for $20. There's, the Jacks are away, so you're not going to a football game.
And finally, a reminder from Drew Eklund at Brookings Liquor Store. They have small town pale ale for you. That's it for this week. Until next time, drink local and drink responsibly. Thank you for listening to this archived edition of Beer Untapped with Perry Miller. Feel free to listen to other episodes, and if there's anything you'd like us to talk about on a future show, please let us know. Thanks again.